You know, what I do for a living is I fish, and I mean it just doesn't really sound like a job, but it is probably more work than when I was working for hourly wage, because it doesn't end. It's not 9 to 5 or 10, 12 hours a day. I mean, it's as long as there's hours in a day. When you're up, it's part of it. I mean, you've got something to do all the time, and to have a family that supports that and helps. They're not only just supportive, they're part of it. I mean, when Lily's in school now, Lily is 7 and she's in school, but before she was in school, we had a camper and the whole family traveled together. My wife, Misty, and myself and Lily, we all traveled together, and that was even before we had kids. My wife traveled with me, so it was something. I met her when I was fishing, and so after we got married, it was already part of the norm. So it wasn't a change where it was like, you know, you had this job and then this, hey honey, decided this is what I'm going to do one day, and you know, how are we going to make this happen? It was something that was already happening. So for me, that's I think that's what makes it a lot easier, because I get that question a lot, like, well, how did your wife, you know, put up with this or put up with that? But really, it's really nothing to put up with. I mean, it's just, that's how we make our living, and so it is a team effort. But I've got 2 girls, Lily, 7, and Olivia will be 3 this week, and so it's great. I mean, to have kids like that, once you have kids, it's just an amazing, the difference, your perspective on things and the outlook, and to introduce them to the outdoors, and you know, which is something you don't see much anymore. I fish a lot of lakes around the country, and they're surrounded by houses, and it's pretty seldom that you see a kid out on the dock fishing. I know when I was a kid, I fished in ditches and creeks, places where there was not even a fish, but it was actually just water there. You'd go and fish. I mean, you just played in, catch turtles, whatever. It was just, you know, you and your friends went outside and play. And it's amazing to me how much that has changed. And so it's something that's important to me, to instill in them the importance of going outside and playing, and they really enjoy it. And you know, it's fun. It's a great experience to take them out and watch them catch fish, and you know, how they react to it. And you know, it's a great sport, because you can be 70, you can be 7, and it still be enjoyable and be part of it, you know, because you can do it to whatever extreme you want, one way or the other. You know, you can do like me, carry it to the extreme degree and fish when it's snowing or raining or tornadoes or lightning and cold weather, or you can just get you some crickets and walk down to the bank and fish from there for a couple hours and not really care if you catch anything. But it's you know, so it is all fishing, but there's just so many different levels in it. But having a family that supports it and being a part of it is really important. Z-Man, the science and art of fishing.